live now look there in New York, right outside the Fox News World headquarters. That's where we go to for our next story, a major GOP fundraiser with some big GOP heavyweights taking place in Midtown Manhattan tonight. Well, Fox 5 New York reporter Morgan McKay was there for it all with the latest. She joins me. Morgan, good to see you. All right, some pretty big names at this fundraiser today and some controversial ones at that. What more do we know?
Yes, Andrew, Texas Governor Greg Abbott headlining this fundraiser and sending a message on how Republicans plan to seize on immigration concerns this election cycle. Now, the ticket cost to get into this annual GOP fundraiser was $1,250 per person.
By Mayor Adams is nothing short than stunning.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott seizing on the opportunity to point fingers at Mayor Eric Adams while in New York City, highlighting why he believes Republicans will be able to pick up seats in November. The migrant crisis. Abbott began busing migrants to New York City in 2022. He claims after Mayor Eric Adams began blaming him for the increase in migrant arrivals to the city.
We made clear by contacting his office and said, we're not sending them to New York. So after a while, I figured, gosh, if I'm going to get the criticism, I'm going to get the credit. And thus began the busing of illegal immigrants to the sanctuary city of New York City.
But Mayor Eric Adams' team pushed back on Thursday night on social media. Deputy Mayor of Communications Fabian Levy said that Abbott lied about this in 2022. Abbott's team says they have only bused around 40,000 migrants to the city starting in the fall of 2022, while Adams' team says that the busing started in the spring and is also suing more than a dozen bus companies for their role in transporting migrants to the city. Regardless, to date, more than 180,000 migrants have arrived in New York City. Adams responding to Abbott's visit to New York and said that he's welcome to stay at a migrant shelter to see what it's like.
So he can see what he has created and understand how we are treating people with the dignity and respect that he should have shown as well.
But the migrant crisis will almost certainly play a central role in this presidential election year. Meanwhile, outside, a small group protested Abbott's presence in New York.
Allies, community members, organizations are gathered here to let Greg Abbott know that his rhetoric of hate has no place in New York City.
Now, the person who was not the highlight, at least right away, of this annual state GOP fundraiser, former President Donald Trump. Now, the somewhat newly elected New York State GOP chairman Ed Cox, he waited to endorse Trump until after Nikki Haley dropped out of the race, saying he wanted to give every candidate a chance. He did not mention Trump in his intro speech, though. Reporting live, I'm Morgan McKay. Andrew, back to you.
You know, Morgan, that was one of my questions, how front and center was former President Trump at this state GOP dinner. Of course, New York just holding its presidential primaries earlier this week. You answered it. I thought that's so interesting.
You're exactly right, Andrew. Now, this is, of course, the chairman, the state GOP chairman, Ed Cox. He didn't really mention him. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, he did mention Trump and how he would reverse some of the border policies that President Joe Biden has put into place. And then later speaking was upstate New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. She, of course, was also talking about Trump, and a few other speakers I was hearing and still going on behind me are also speaking about Trump. Now, a couple of those names have been floated as possible vice president picks for Trump, but again, it was not the highlight at first, and it's maybe not too much surprising because it is New York, but it was interesting to hear him not mentioned, at least right away.
All right, Fox 5 New York reporter Morgan McKay, as always. Morgan, thanks so much for your report. Talk soon.
Thank you.
All right, in the meantime, I want to put up this tweet from Morgan as well, just with some more kind of color and reporting from inside of the room. You see there, she tweeted this photo saying, Greg Abbott kicks off his speech praising former gubernatorial candidate Lee Zeldin, saying New Yorkers came so close to having a Republican governor. Well, the kind of tit for tat between Eric Adams and Greg Abbott continues there as well. The New York Daily News with this headline saying this: Eric Adams welcomes Texas Governor Greg Abbott to New York City with an offer to sleep at a migrant shelter. Adams says, I'm going to offer him a stay in one of the HERRCs so he can see what he has created. We don't know whether or not the offer extension got all the way to Abbott.